Hello, hello, and welcome back for a little knife-wielding maniac action in our shuffle mode play of The Long Dark. Perfidious Pete here, and I'm ready for a little maniacal action, because at long last, folks, as you can see here, we finally found a knife. That's right, the old hunting knife. We got our grubby little mitts on one, and the possibilities now are nearly limitless. We can harvest meat, gut, and hide from frozen corpses. We can chip holes in the ice to fish. And we can use that knife to fashion crude tools. Or we could square off one-on-one against 2 million years of evolutionary refinement to four-legged killers and meet one of our many canine friends, blade to fang. And you might be saying, that sounds pretty damn suicidal, Pete, given that you're not a strong fighter and your weapon is a fillet knife you stole from a fisherman's hut. And you're not wrong. But at this point, I've largely lost my grip on reality. The wolves have been my only companions so long. I mean, they're my only friends, and I know the only reason they keep trying to hurt me is because they love me. And sure, it's a bloody, wet, red kind of love, but it's all the love I've got in this lonely apocalypse. And I want to try and reciprocate for my wolven friends to demonstrate my love in return, which means responding in a fashion my canine friends can understand. Multiple blows from a sharp, bladed instrument. So I say bring it on, wolves. Let us share our love for each other as the world dies around us and becomes a bloated, frozen corpse. Let us love, my brothers. Let us become one, red in tooth and claw. Okay, maybe I'm just completely lost my shit. I actually sound crazier right now than that chick who tried to marry Charlie Manson. So you know what? I should probably get out of this house a little bit. A little stir craziness settling in. Probably not the smartest thing. What we're gonna do instead, let's try and set up a cache of supplies. I do have a plan for our day today. I want to go over and investigate that bridge area we saw, and I don't want to have to go back to my sort of headquarters area before doing that. We are encumbered, as you can see. We've got a pretty heavy load here. We're well over our encumbrance limit. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to drop off some of our less needed supplies. We'll make a little cache here on Jackrabbit Island just for the nonce. We'll stick some of our sundries in this cabinet and leave most of our food behind as well. Once that's taken care of, we are going to take, of course, like a 2-day supply of food. So we'll keep this beef jerky, probably that can of peaches. The soda, which ones are... Okay, so this soda can stay. Most of these soda items actually are going to hang out. Give me that one back. We got 1.2 gallons of water. Probably don't need on that. The raw venison I'm going to hang on to. The can of tomato soup as well. You know, we probably don't need this dog food, really. With raw venison, peaches, granola, that's good. We've got an assortment of sort of cookable and uncookable food, although this venison is pretty heavy. We could leave it. I don't know how long we're going to be gone. Let's drink some of our water, actually, while we're here doing things. Before we get out of hand, we did just finish sleeping. We are a little dehydrated, so let's take care of that. Do our food menu, drink some water. And the calories we'll get to in a moment. We're also kind of thirsty as well. So we are going to bring some of this water, but we also want to store some of it. So back in the cabinet. We will take about 1/3 of a gallon, I think, of water in the food department. That's going to lighten our load considerably. So let's transfer... it looks good. Go ahead and transfer that. We'll keep the rest. That's got us sorted for food. Some of this equipment, we probably don't need an extended flare. Bedroll. We've got way more lantern fuel than we're ever going to need. Get rid of this jerry can, too. Probably got us sorted in the lantern fuel department. The magnifying glass I'm going to hang on to. We can use that to start a fire. Our extra sewing kit we probably don't need. This extra rack of tools, again, probably don't need. Why are we using the crappy lantern? You know what? That's good, actually. Let's just save our good lantern then. Matches don't really weigh enough that we sort of need to worry about them. And that's got us down to 61.66 pounds. What else is weighing us down? Oh, we got a ton of firewood. We should probably keep the firewood, though. We don't need all this cloth. Thanks, Lantern, for going out. I appreciate that entirely. You're welcome. So let's refuel the lantern then. Just refuel this lantern. Hey, if there's one thing we got going for us, it's that the peoples sort of around this hour, or around this neighborhood at least, do love them some lantern fuel. They drink that shit like fucking Kool-Aid. So we got plenty available. Light my lantern again, please. Thank you. Back in the old cabinet here. I guess we'll grab another tin of lantern fuel out of the stash here. That's fine. Some of it's starting to go bad, although I'm not really sure how lantern fuel goes bad. I suppose it could evaporate, but that's really the only way. We're going to leave this reclaimed wood. We don't need to be hauling that around. We don't really need all this newspaper either. Just gonna lighten up the load. Been running down the road trying to lighten my load. I got Coleman Francis on my mind. Also got a hungry wolf who's chasing me down. I fear he's gonna bite me on my behind. 'Cause he probably is. Holy shit, these books are real heavy. Let's get rid of some of those. Why am I carrying so many books? Probably don't need all those. We'll keep one book in case we need to start an emergency fire. And that's got us sorted. So what else have we got? In 15 hours of daylight left. So we should be right around dawn. We are going to eat before we head out. Question is, what should we eat? How are we sitting on calories? We have 821. We're actually doing okay. Let's... I don't want to eat the can of peaches. If we could heat up the peaches, I would rather eat the peaches hot. What other food have we got in here? Give me just like one food item. And tomato soup. Ah, fine. You're gonna make me do it, aren't you, game? Game loves making me eat dog food. Really does. All right, fine. Yeah, that's the way you want it, game. No, look, you know what? It's starting to grow on me. Actually, you know what, game? It's starting to grow on me. Say what you want. I've acquired a taste for dog food. I mean, blue toilet water and dog food they are the staples of my diet now. Those are the two things that sustain me. I am wholly sustained by toilet water and dog food. I do kind of want to get that taste out of my mouth. Are you a candy bar or you're granola? Let's eat this beef jerky as well, and then we'll wash the nice, salty, bitter dog food out of our mouth with the can of soda. That's got us taken care of. And what we'll also do, let's just replace that can of soda from our stash, and then we are out of here. So, food items, what's our least? 62, 53, this one. All right. And there we go. We are out of here, then. Let's go greet the day. I am carrying the lantern. Hopefully there won't be a wolf immediately outside the door. If there is, we'll just turn right around, and then I'll equip my flare. But if a wolf wants some of me, hey, I say come and get it, you bastard. I'm kind of ready for you at this point. I think I could take you, wolf. I mean, I'm not hugely confident. All right, so let's put our lantern out. We have more than enough light to see by. What's the weather like? Absolutely terrible. The weather is terrible. Are you anything? Nope. Wasn't there a bush out here that had some rose hips on it somewhere that we did not harvest because we were in a hurry to get inside? Pretty sure that happened. So how fast are we getting cold? Not that quick, actually. Was it just really windy? It's actually not that bad. Wind chill is terrible, but apart from that, so there were rose hips. I thought we saw more rose hips, did we not? Guess not. So we're heading this way then. Gonna definitely keep an eye on our coldness gauge. There goes a rabbit. If we could harvest some gut or find a dead rabbit, we could start making snares and potentially live on Jackrabbit Island and subsist on a diet made entirely of rabbit. Interesting note, actually, if you eat nothing but rabbit, and I mean literally nothing else, like if you subsist entirely on rabbit meat, you will die of malnutrition because there is something intrinsic to rabbits where it's missing some critical vitamins and proteins and things that you need to actually survive. So I would not recommend trying to subsist entirely on a diet made of exclusively rabbit. Also, that's the stupidest rabbit in the history of the world. It's running right out into the open. He's gonna die, rabbit. You took a wrong left turn at Albuquerque, I think, and you've run to your doom. One positive thing we've got going for us, this terrible, terrible weather does seem to be keeping the wolves indoors. I, for one, wholeheartedly support the weather's initiative of wolf removal. And if they have a newsletter, I would more than readily subscribe to said newsletter. Let's take a moment to warm up here. We're actually not getting warmer, we're just getting cold slower. We've actually already searched this place, so no need to hang out unless we're going to start a fire, which we are not. Let's get our asses over to the bridge, which was sort of our exploration goal. Once we've had a chance to take a look at this, we're probably going to head down this road a piece as well. Just sort of see what we can see. The fact that we have 15 hours of total daylight here leads me to believe that this is supposed to be like during the summer months. 15 hours of daylight, that's a lot of fucking daylight. I don't normally get 15 hours of daylight in the winter. That's pretty uncommon. And if this is the summer, holy shit, this is a much worse apocalypse than I ever suspected. We got anything under here? It is literally just a bridge. No troll, no secret compartment, no nothing like that, huh? The music's getting all dramatic here. What's up with that? Dramatic music cues make me very, very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. Do not care for dramatic music cues. If you could just fucking knock it off, game, I would appreciate it. So we're going to try and stay in the lee of the, sort of in the lee of these dunes, hills, and rocks and whatnot when we can. We do move faster, it seems, on the road, and this looks like a complete dead end. So either the Coastal Highway map is considerably smaller than the other map I've played, the Mystery Lake map, or I'm simply failing to explore in some of the possible exploratorial directions. I don't like it when my lady grunts. It makes me very nervous. Please don't grunt, lady. Rockfall. Interesting. Alright. We are colder. This appears to be a dead end. Alright, so this is a complete dead end. So our day of exploration not really paying huge dividends here. We found a dead end and nothing to go along with it. There is a downed power line. I would guess there's no electricity since I walked right over it and am not currently twitching on the ground like I'm having a seizure, so we got that going for us at least. Although if there was electricity, I think that would probably be more of a boon than a problem, despite the twitching thing. So let's take a little walk into the woods. I'm still looking for the components to make the survival bow, and those components, largely, as I understand it, are found sort of in the deeper woods. We've got plenty of daylight. It is pretty cold out for this, but again, the absence of wolves making it a highly desirable day to explore. We'll keep an eye on our cold, and if it gets too bad, we can always head for home or head back to our temporary stash on Jackrabbit Island. Or if we can find a good spot, we could always just start a fire as well, which is also something we might consider. Is that nothing? So there's not a whole lot to be found up in this direction, is there? Are you just a rock? You appear to be just a rock. Yep, just a rock. So we're gonna keep... we're getting real cold real quick here. Is it getting colder? It's actually getting warmer. As the sun comes up, it is getting warmer. Let's take a little break in this lee of this tree here. Are you anything harvestable? Just a bush. Nothing to see here, ma'am. Just a hedge. So being up high seems to really enhance our coldness. Yeah, it's really shooting up. Right. Gotta be careful. Oh, these ledges look... are you a wolf? Not a wolf or just a rock? It is just a wolf-shaped rock. Even the rocks are toying with me. I'm telling you, I feel like I'm getting trolled here. Even the rocks have it out for me. They're gunning for me. Everything wants my blood. They want to drive me mad. It's madness. That's what it is. Everything is conspiring to drive me insane, and it's doing a damn fine job, I'd like to point out. We have found fuck all up here. This has been a not really very positive exploration for us. We haven't really come across anything. Thought I heard footsteps. Hello? Ma'am? Sir? Someone? Anyone? Is someone there? Wolf? We found... Hey, there's a little stream here. Alright, so we're back at the bridge. We've got a little stream. We could follow that. On the plus side, following the stream would definitely ensure that we don't get lost. There's some old man's moss over there. We should probably try and snag that. Just want to take a good look around and make sure we're not overlooking anything else, potentially. I don't really see anything down that road. Let's grab this old man's beard. Also, just kind of as a tip, if you find an old man and he has a beard, you should not try and harvest it. Taking an old man's beard is, one, going to piss off the old man, and two, not be useful in any capacity. So we're real cold. As you can hear, our lady's teeth are chattering quite profusely. She is very much shivering. What the hell is that? Go away, dog. Nope, we don't want any of your shit, wolf. There's a blizzard out here. Just go away. It's a blizzard. Go away. He's calling for backup. I feel that he's calling for backup. Go away, mean dog. We're downwind from you now. You want to go away? He's all over us. Hey, Mutt. Fuck you. Yeah, you better run, punk. Tempted to chase his ass. It has warmed up a bit. Our cold is actually going down, so we could continue our exploration here. And I feel that while we've got the flare active, we should probably explore as best we can.
Made it through another night.
So let's take a look around here. Just scouting the area, getting a lay of the land. We know exactly where we're at, and if necessary, we can sprint for safety. We could have tried to fist fight that dog. There might have been some small advantage into that. We could have probably harvested, assuming we could have won the fight and actually killed the dog. My fear, my reason for not really engaging with those wolves is I'm afraid that... Oh, what are you? Oh, yeah. fuck, we don't have a hatchet. So we need those saplings. We desperately need those saplings. Those are what we use. Oh, please be a woodcutter's hut or something and have a fucking hatchet. There are also rose hips here. I don't know what rose hips are for. I know in the real world you can use rose hips to make tea. But I'm not entirely sure what potential benefits rose hip tea is supposed to have other than just being tea. There's a fucking bear. I don't think that bear is going to be necessarily terrified of our flare. Let's go in this building. Please have a hatchet. Please have a hatchet. Please have a hatchet. It's a fishing cabin. Pretty damn unlikely to have a hatchet. It does, of course, as a fishing cabinet, have the... Or fishing cabinet? Clearly it's a cabinet. The fishing cabin, however, it clearly has the prerequisite fucking can of dog food.
Probably useful.
Peach is more useful than the dog food, really, in that I would prefer to eat peaches to dog food. Then again, who wouldn't prefer to eat peaches to dog food? I don't really think that person exists. It'd be like, nah, you know, peaches are alright, but give me the dog food. I'd rather have the dog food. If you could, just a nice big can of dog food would be alright. Pry this bad boy open. See what we got. Search this.
I think I can use
Wool
this.
socks. Yeah, this really was not worth the trip, actually, man. I mean, I'm glad to have found this, and I'm definitely glad we found the maple saplings. We know where those are. They're not going to go anywhere. We can always circle back for them. The problem, that bear is still just chilling. Problem, however, is that we don't have a hatchet, and I have no idea where the hell we're supposed to find a hatchet. We've, I think, pretty much searched all the buildings on the entire map. I don't know where there would be a hatchet if we... I mean, if we were going to find a hatchet, I assume we would have found it by now. Unless there are some buildings just, like, way back up here in the fucking woods. I don't expect to come across them. We got to keep a real close eye on that fucking bear. Wolves also a problem. This creek goes a long way, actually. And so we do know those maple branches, or maple saplings, rather. We're right along the sort of the edge of this creek. I really like the idea of following the creek. That keeps us from getting lost. Ishi Mushrooms, Bear Creek Campground. Alright, we're at a campground. There should potentially be a fucking hatchet here. We should have a hatchet. We should have access to a hatchet at a campground. Somebody, look, this tree's cut down. Somebody cut that. There's gotta be a hatchet. Hatchet, come on, give me a hatchet. I need a hatchet. What are you? A picnic table. We're also a picnic table. Plenty of picnic tables. Oh, a deer. Yeah! Alright, so we're going to harvest the meat. We're going to take the hide. We're definitely going to take the gut. I want the gut more than anything else. This has taken a very long time. There's nothing left to harvest here, but that's okay. That was a fantastically useful find for us. Let's make sure there are no dangerous animals. Get another flare out just in case. But I don't see any dangerous animals in immediate vicinity. What are you? A crow feather. I'll take it. Clearly the crows had been feeding on our deer friend there and lost a few bits of their plumage in the prospect. Alright, so this looks like a trail. Where does this trail go? It would seem to lead in this direction. Or are these things entirely buried in snow? Snow doesn't look like it's that deep. Still no hatchet. I'd just like to point that out, game. I still have not found a hatchet. I feel as though I'm getting kind of boned in the no hatchet department. Plenty of reishi mushrooms up here. I'll take them because I can't not. Can't bring myself to abandon any kind of resource. Wouldn't there just be a hatchet stuck in one of these stumps? Our cold is going down. We're getting more hungry progressively. You know what? Let's knock the edge off our hunger and thirst, actually. Drink this water. And we got this candy bar that's in, frankly, pretty rough shape. Let's go ahead and just eat that energy bar. 500 calories in an energy bar. Those are a nice little find. We actually found that in the woodsman's hut, or whatever, that fishing hut. Also, why would there be a fishing hut way back here as opposed to down on the lake? It seems like one would have a much better opportunity to catch fish down by the lake than up here. I mean, I suppose they could be fishing in that creek, maybe some kind of trout fishing or something, but why would you want to be up here trout fishing when you get onto that big fat lake? I mean, if there are lake fish, if there are trout in a stream, there are probably lake trout in a lake. So, I mean, if it's trout, you're that's a bear. We want to stay away from that bear as far away as possible. Let's run like hell. Also, there's a building up there. Please have a hatchet. Please? Please have a hatchet. Please have a hatchet. So this creek has been kind of a godsend, actually. Found quite a few items up here. Specifically, found quite a few very useful items. And if this place has a fireplace, you know what? I may go ahead and sort of make camp here. Not really much we could do as far as making good use of our time. We're in Rabbit Grove. One would suspect there are probably, in all likelihood, rabbits here in Rabbit Grove. Plenty of reishi mushrooms. We've got tons of those bad boys. Let's check out what appears to be, well, more rose hips. Might as well take those too. We don't really have an abundant supply of water. I hope this place has a fireplace. How much time have we got left? We have 11 hours of daylight left. We got plenty of daytime. We could also theoretically circle back to our house if we need to. We got can of soda, take it. Of course, the obligatory can of dog food, because fuck, what else would be in here? People really like dogs, apparently. That's the one thing that the Long Dark has taught me, is that people really like dogs. Can't help but notice that we found 3 sets of simple tools now and still not one fucking hatchet. Is there not a hatchet in any of those simple toolboxes? Also, we're encumbered now, which is delightful. Nothing. A hatchet on a table. A hatchet under the bed. Just a hatchet, a hatchet. My kingdom for a hatchet. Alright, game. That's fine. Just give me some wooden matches and whatever's in this cooler.
Best to be prepared for anything.
A can of peaches, because that's what's always in the cooler. Anything on that shelf? Nope. Seriously, I would murder every single person on the planet right now for a hatchet. Which I guess at this point sort of means I would be stuck killing myself. As far as I know, I am the only person on the planet. How are we doing on calories? 1,000. We could eat. What's our worst item? Beef jerky's bad. Peaches are real bad. Let's eat these peaches. I want to save my knife as long as I can. We did get some gut. We did get some hide. We did get another chunk of raw venison, which if we need to, we could potentially throw at that bear to sort of scare him off. I really feel that's a mechanic that should work. You should be able to equip a food item and throw it at wildlife, just to keep them busy. Like, if you have raw venison and there's a bear or a wolf coming towards you, you should be able to throw that meat at them. Seems like they would much rather go for sort of an easy meal of pre-prepared and harvested flesh than... A lot of bunnies down there. How encumbered are we? Not that encumbered, actually. We could get rid of some of this... You know what? We'll be a little over. That's fine. It's going to make us tired faster, which is a bit of a problem. We might need to take a nap. If we can find a reasonably warm spot, though, we can't just whip out our bedroll and take a quick nap. It seems like possibly not the greatest idea, since we are sort of out in the wilds. This is... I don't like this. How are we supposed to get... we're going to break our ankles, and I would prefer to not do that. Let's go look for a little gentler slope. Yeah, this is... Yeah, that's very risky. We should not do that in the future. Is there a gentle way down here? Yes, gentle-ish. Very calmly. Easy, easy. Just take it slow. Nice little steps. Baby steps now. Baby steps. Take it nice and slow. Nice and easy. Always keeping an eye out for the bear. His presence is omniscient. He is ever ready to feast upon our delicious flesh. I have a feeling that if we were to walk this way towards the lake, it would take us back towards home. What is that? Is that a building? It's either a building or a rock. I kind of want to explore this area first, though. Not really seeing much of anything. This goes ways back. Is there something up here? Still following the frozen creek. Our gal is grunting a lot more. Okay, there's some kind of building. That is clearly some manner of man-made structure. Looks like it might just be a bridge, though. Keeping an eye out. Wolves, remember, they're everywhere. What are you? Dead man? Oh, this is a dead man. Oh!
No, could end up being useful.
I suppose you got a gun on you to go with that rifle, huh? Nope, just a bullet and a tinder plug. A box of bullets, which is nice, but not necessarily what I was hoping for. What is this, then? What's all it is, then? Some kind of hydroelectric dam? What the hell is this? Can we get back here? There's flowing water. I see flowing water. That should be a source, theoretically, of drinkable water for eternity. Can we get up there somehow? Is there a path? Can we get up to that water? Don't break your legs. looks like maybe we can get up here. I don't know. This is real steep. Nope, we actually can't get up there. It looks like there may be a path. Let's keep walking. Oh no, we're on. This is a cliff. We can't be up here. We have to be very careful. He says as he sprints down the hill. Man, I keep hearing my own feet crunching in the snow, and it sounds like the panting of a wolf. And then I assume that there's a wolf behind me, and it freaks me right the shit out. There's some kind of man-made structure. That's like a log cabin or something. What the hell is this? If it's made of logs, I'm of the opinion that we might be able to find a hatchet in it, and therefore I'm gonna fully explore it because I gotta have a goddamn hatchet. I really am a little salty because, you know, last time we played this, we found a hatchet almost right away. Lantern Fuel Drinking George was nice enough to kill himself by drinking lantern fuel and leave us the gift of a hatchet just on the floor right next to him. This time, no such luck. Lantern Fuel Drinking George just, well, one, he wasn't there, but his Lantern Fuel Drinking buddy who lived in a house nearby didn't leave us anything but lantern fuel, which is not what we necessarily needed. This is a road. What we're seeing here is some kind of road. This is like an artificial abutment. Can we get down there without killing ourselves? Yes. Can we get onto the road? We can. Alright then. I have a feeling this road would lead us back home. How are we doing? We're really tired. Sometimes I wish I could jump. What are you? Oh, hey. Settlement. Potentially some kind of settlement that might theoretically have a fireplace where we could spend the night if necessary. What is this that's just floating in the air? What the hell? This is the most deadly icicle I've ever seen. What the shit? It's like God is trying, it's just daring me to walk under it. God is saying, please walk beneath the icicle. Heal yourself. This is the only way out for you. You have no hope, no choice. There's a lot of fallen trees here. Why can't one of these have a hatchet in the stump? Please tell me there's a hatchet lying in one of these stumps of trees. I mean, somebody cut these down. They didn't fucking chew through them. What is this, the most aggressive beaver in the history of the universe? Also, these don't look like beaver-chewed trees. These look like they were harvested with maybe a chainsaw, which I would also love to get my hands on if there is a chainsaw available. I'm not saying no, game. I'll take a chainsaw. I'm throwing that out there. Chainsaw? Absolutely. I can fucking carve up a wolf with a chainsaw. You can bet your ass. If nothing else, the sound of a chainsaw would probably scare a wolf away. Doesn't look to be in the cards for us. I'm just gonna, more reishi mushrooms. We can make plenty of tea. We got that going for us in spades. What I may wind up doing is just, maybe if there's a place to start a fire in here, is starting a fire and staying the night. I don't think there's a fire in here, though. This doesn't seem like the kind of place that would be amenable to fire heatings. Our third lantern. Fantastic. That's precisely what we needed, was a third lantern. I feel we didn't have enough lanterns already. And the third lantern, that's the one that's going to put us over the top, folks. That third lantern. Speaking of lantern, I'm actually going to light mine. I don't want to miss anything in here. Oh, more fucking coffee. Well, my dreams of opening a diner are ever closer.
I'll take it.
Another jerry can. Are you a bottle of beer? Oh, antiseptic. Honestly, I would prefer that you were beer. Gotta admit, I would prefer beer at this point. Picking up that lantern is going to encumber me more, but I kind of don't want to leave it. There's really nothing of use here. How encumbered are we currently? We're pretty far over and getting further over. But you know what we can do here? We can eat, we can drink, and we can take a nap. And this might be the right time to have a little bit of a nappy poo. So let's do that. We're actually only at 50 pounds. It's our fatigue that's causing us to be encumbered. We'll take the extra storm lantern, and we'll take a... How many hours of daylight have we got left? 9 hours of daylight. Let's take a 2-hour nap. Nice little mid-afternoon power nap for us. This is going to recharge our batteries, get us invigorated, and ready to stab a wolf in the fucking neck if the need arises. You know, also we could stab like a prisoner or fellow human in the neck. Pretty much anything that comes by us or anything we spot and or see. We're ready for all of the neck stabbings. We got to do something about our encumbrance. We also need to eat. Let's eat. Oh, this can of sardines is about to go over. Let's get rid of that. Probably should eat these peaches. They're also going bad. Let's use our can opener. Our can opener's got to be seeing some pretty hefty wear and tear. We need to keep an eye on that. And we do only have 4 hours to sort of get to safety as well. And as encumbered as we are, that's going to be a bit of a neat trick. We're still hungry. Do we want to drink a can? We need to eat some of this meat before it goes bad. But we're going to need a fire in order to do that. I think at this point, we should try and head back to sort of one of our base camps. If we can't make it back to the house on Jackrabbit Hill, and I don't think we can get that far in 2 hours, I really don't. What we should probably do is see if this road leads us back to sort of our main camp. So let's follow the road. If we were Toucan Sam, we'd follow our nose because it always knows. But in this case, sadly, we are not Toucan Sam. Also, I could really fucking go for a bag of or box of Fruity Pebbles right now, just throwing that out there, game. If there are Fruity Pebbles to be had, I wouldn't say no. Also, some fresh milk would be nice. So we will explore. We're just going to keep our eye on this road. There was another pathway that led out of sort of the main hamlet. It kind of curved up and around, and I think this may be it. We may be on that path. Just keeping an eye out, both for predators and potentially useful items. Like hatchets, game. Still could very much use a hatchet. Hatchet, if you want to throw me a bone and drop a hatchet around here somewhere. Again, wouldn't say no to a hatchet. Where is this road going? Alright, so we've got some very big abutments here. Seems to suggest that this is a pretty widely traveled thoroughfare. Do they actually do this in Canada, by the way? Just make giant log retaining walls? That's not really something you see down in the States. I'm just curious if that's actually a thing. Seems, I don't know, I want to say unsafe, but that's probably not true. I mean, I doubt they would do it if it was unsafe. Seems very rural. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe it's just they can't afford more advanced retaining techniques, and so they go for the rock walls instead of... Well, I guess here in Missouri, actually, we have... Alright, so we're nowhere near where I thought we were, actually. Here in Missouri, we actually will just blast straight up tunnels through rocks, and then they just leave exposed rocks where, on both sides of the road, just straight drop-off cliffs where they've blasted through to sort of lay the road. And there's no kind of retaining devices at all on that, which I guess probably... log wall is more secure than that. Oftentimes near those places you will see signs that say, you know, watch out for falling rocks. Actually, the only place I've ever seen a falling rock sign. Is there anything down there? Does not appear to be. There's some crows around, which suggests that either there's a dead animal over in that neighborhood or they're following me because they know I'm soon to be dead. I'm pretty sure they may be following me. I don't like the crows following me. Go away, crows. Go away. Go away, crows. We're really, really far from anything. On the plus side, we have not seen an abundance of wildlife. We did see that one bear, and we were forced to sort of chase off that one wolf. But other than our wolf friend and the lone bear, we haven't really seen much in the way of hostile wildlife. Not that I'm complaining. Don't really care for hostile wildlife. Hostile wildlife can basically... do its own thing far, far away from me. And hey, we're back to our main encampment. There is something dead up here. Crows are circling. It is what appears to be a dead deer. And we got another crow feather, which we will take. We will also harvest whatever we can off of this deer. 1.8 pounds of meat, 1 unit of hide, 2 units of gut. I'm going to take them. It's going to take about an hour. Man, that's also not doing our... not really doing our knife any good at all, is it? Let's circle around here. We're going to try and see if we can make it to our homestead without alerting the local wildlife. Have we searched that place? I don't think we've actually even searched this place. There are a couple houses over here. I don't remember searching this trailer. We might have, but if we did, I don't remember it. Wait, is this the logging camp? If this is the logging camp, we absolutely have searched this, actually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we sorted the log. Yeah, because this is the building that's all boarded up. We couldn't get in there. We have definitely been to the log sort. I'm going to check again just to make sure, and also just to make sure I didn't perhaps overlook a hatchet last time I was here, because I can't help but feel we still are in desperate need of a hatchet. Yeah, we've definitely been here. All right, so this place is going to be... Oh, yeah, that's where we found Sleeping Johnny. How's it going, Johnny? Don't mind me. I'm not going to stay. I'm going to go. You look kind of busy. You look kind of tired, actually, Johnny. You look real tired. So I tell you what, bud. I'm just gonna go ahead and go. I'll catch you another time, friend. So how far away are we from then the house on Jackrabbit Hill? We shouldn't necessarily be too far away. Which it looks like that's where we're gonna be going, is to the house on Jackrabbit Hill. So we're gonna head back that way. How many hours of daylight we got left? 5 hours. That should be plenty of time, even at our remarkably slow pace. Possibly could have used another power nap. Oh, we're real tired, actually. You know what? Let's do that. Ah, fuck it. The time we would waste walking back, I really think we're probably okay. We may take a few points of a condition hit for being fatigued. If I had a cup of coffee, I would drink it. You know what? Actually, doesn't soda help fight off fatigue? Let's drink our worst can of soda. This should lower our fatigue slightly, I think, because of the caffeine. Yeah, it did a little bit, I think, fight off some fatigue. Not really enough to be necessarily useful. We are listening to the ice as well very closely. Yeah, we're straight up exhausted now. Fantastic. The soda did not help. It's much like the goggles. The soda did nothing. The goggles also do nothing. Fortunately, we did not drink the soda while wearing the goggles. Appears to be a deer over there, just kind of wandering around. Wolven friends, I would like to point out to you that there are in fact 2 deer. One there, and a deer there. They're sort of walking around completely unmolested. They've been calling you out, by the way, wolf friends. They've been saying you're a bunch of big pussies and that you never, ever seem to bring down any prey. And being called a pussy for a wolf, I mean, that's no small slight, sir. Cats are kind of your dreaded foes. I mean, historically and genetically. There's nothing that a wolf should hate more than a cat. And I have to say, that deer is going to leave that wolf right fucking to us, isn't he? Go the other way, deer. Go the other way. Go the other way, deer. You fucking asshole deer. Go the other way. I hate you right now, deer. I really sincerely hope that bad and terrible things happen to you. I'm rooting for the wolf. Oh, he fucking got him. The wolf brought him down. All right, so there you go, folks. Live on camera right there. This is like some fucking Wild Kingdom shit here. I keep expecting Marlon Perkins to come. You know what we could do? We could light this flare, go throw it at the wolf, and take that fresh deer meat. Question, is this going to scare the wolf off of a fresh kill? It seems very risky. Then again, no, you know what? Yeah, we're going to do it. No risk, no reward. It seems like if we could scare this wolf off of this fresh kill, we would have a ton of meat. We could then hike to the house on Jackrabbit Hill. That wolf is really intent on his meal. I'm going to do it. We're engaging. This may potentially be a suicidal moment for us right here. We could be seeing the end of it all. But it does seem like the way to go. Hey, wolf. Hey, wolf. Did I just sneak up and shank him in the neck while he's eating? Can I just shank a wolf? Hey, wolf. Hey, wolf. Hey, wolf. Hey, you. Eat it. Oh, shit. We're getting torn apart by a wolf. Okay, so that was a terrible idea. We gotta use bandages immediately. We're in dire straits. Okay, so attacking the wolf, terrible idea. Use the bandage. We are bleeding. We need some antiseptic. Let's use that. And we're gonna drink this Reishi tea to help bolster our immune systems. You'd theoretically take, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna take a painkiller as well. I didn't mean to drop that. Can I pick it back up? I definitely want my flare back. Where did the wolf go? I may need his bandage. I'm not losing blood any longer. There is a... Okay. Yeah, you know what? 16 pounds of deer meat. I think this was totally worth it. How long is this going to take? 1 hour and 48 minutes. It's going to be dark by the time we finished. Still... we made out like a bandit there. Now all we have to do is get to safety. I think that was probably a very good use of our flare, except I can't help but notice that wolf is still fucking there. We are desperately encumbered. I don't think we've got it in us to fight off another wolf. He appears to be chasing some manner of prey. I hope he's chasing a bunny. Thank you also, Wolf, for committing the predatory act that you committed to help us. I definitely appreciate your contributions to our future livelihood. 16 pounds of deer meat is going to go a long, long way into keeping us fat and happy. Also, we got some hide and some gut out of that. Man, we are real slow. Being exhausted fucking sucks. I'm tired of being tired. Just like to throw that out there, game. I feel as though the painkillers should have maybe propped me up a little bit. As well as the tea. As well as the adrenaline surge from fist fighting a wolf. Can't help but notice we did not kill the wolf. So that's twice now where we've engaged in melee with one of our predator friends, and we have not garnered the kill. Last time we used a hatchet, this time we used a knife. They both seemed about equally effective, and I can't help but notice that our condition is going down here. We may actually drop dead before we can make it to the house on Jackrabbit Hill. Also, something up there is already dead. Either that or those crows are fucking precognitive and they know what's going to happen to us, and they're just circling over the spot where we will eventually drop dead. Crows are pretty smart. Corvids, the most creative and intelligent of the avians. They are widely regarded as very bright creatures. Am I crawling at this point? The fuck, game? Come on. It really feels like I am crawling. I know I got to be badly encumbered at this point. I'm way, way over. But still, what am I going to do? I mean, I could plop down my bedroll and nap for 45 minutes. There is a wolf between me and safety. That wolf he just killed a rabbit. Well, fuck me. You know what? We're going to try the nap for an hour. This may be a terrible idea, but I'm going to do it. Here's my bedroll. I got a nap. Place. Just going to drop it on the ice. We're going to crawl in. We're going to nap for an hour. This is probably a terrible, terrible idea. I can hear the dog, so it sounds like it's a terrible, terrible idea. Pick up my bedroll. Yeah, our fatigue is just immediately going, it's going right back up. The sleeping for an hour has done nothing but make it dark. I hear footsteps. There goes a wolf. It is chasing a bunny. You know what, wolf? You keep chasing that bunny, man. You keep chasing that neon rainbow. You keep living that honky-tonk dream. On the plus side, while we're not really making great progress, we are somewhat close to our goal. We're now officially on Jackrabbit Island. We can see the house. We just have to walk up a hill. And at this point, I really feel as though I am crawling. Honestly, I think crawling might be faster. I mean, I understand that we're very heavily encumbered, but still. At this point, we shouldn't be losing condition. I mean, we did rest. We took a nap. Our fatigue should have gone away slightly. How much rest could one really honestly get, though? I mean, maybe I'm overestimating the amount of actual rest one would get from dropping a sleeping bag down on a frozen lake and just sleeping right out in the open. Maybe that's not particularly restful, especially when you know there are savage and hungry predators about just waiting to devour your ass. Because, I mean, that full time, we knew there was a wolf. I mean, there was a wolf in sight when we went to sleep. Probably not that restful, gotta admit. Probably not that restful a way to spend the night. On the drawback side, we have a ton of venison. The problem with having a ton of venison and being on Jackrabbit Island, we have no method with which to cook said venison. We got nothing. There's no fire starter capabilities here, although we are almost to the door. Dare I say we're going to survive at least one more day? Unless we get jumped by a wolf before we can get inside, we should be okay. We did it! So back at the coastal house, and this is where we left our cache of supplies. So let's go cache some more supplies there just so we can get unencumbered, and then we're going to get our asses to bed because we are fucking exhausted. Really wish that stove worked. I'd cook some venison. I wonder how many calories you can get out of raw venison. That's an interesting proposition. Let's take a look because we got a lot and some of it's about to go bad. Can we eat raw venison? I gotta think the answer is maybe. We got a lot of deer meat here. Oh, we got so much we actually filled this cabinet. Wow. All right. Well, let's put some upstairs then. Into the food menu. Venison. So we got a lot of that. Let's take a look and see if we can eat raw venison. I mean, as a person individually, I actually have eaten raw venison. You can eat it. It's a lot of calories. Doesn't appear to be as many calories as it is when it's cooked, but it's about to go bad anyway. I really feel this is probably our best bet. I mean, we fought for this shit. We should damn sure enjoy the fruit of our labors. I mean, we literally fist fought a wolf for that meal. We fought him with a knife. We knife fought a wolf for that food. I think we've earned the right to nosh it. We need a bandage. Our antiseptic supply still looks good. Took all of our painkillers apparently, which is a little unfortunate. We don't need this tin of coffee, all of it. We could cook, well, I was going to say we could make some coffee, but we actually can't make coffee because we're full. So we have, why are we using, we got another spare lantern, which we don't necessarily need. Let's get that out of there. Another jerry can, which again, we don't necessarily need. We got extra flares, which at this point are just taking up weight. I don't really understand how a spent flare is supposed to be potentially useful ever. We got a lot of deer hide. We got 3 fresh deer hide. Put the gut in here as well. All of it. I don't know how you cure gut. That's something we're going to have to figure out. We got 40 rose hips. Those weigh almost a pound. Wow, we got 1.5 pounds of mushrooms as well. Still, we should be unencumbered once we get a chance to sleep. And in the interest of doing that, I think we will hit the sack here. What's our temperature like? It's plenty warm enough for us. Warm enough to go to bed, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to snuff my lantern. Crawl into the sack here. Oh, let's take a look and see how many hours of dark. 9 hours of darkness. A 9-hour rest would be just fine with me. So I'm going to turn in for the day and wrap up the episode. Of course, if you enjoyed it, thanks for watching, first of all, of course. But if you enjoyed the episode, thank you very much. Consider dropping a like, of course, if you did. If you'd like to see more Long Dark, we post new episodes 3 times a week, every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Consider subscribing as well. You can catch them all. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.